2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Today's the day, February 1st.
Yeah, it's the first day of February.
It certainly is, and you know what that means.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
It's Mike and John Got It Going On.
It is.
Brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors.
That's what I'm talking about, Firehouse Doors.
Right.
And $500 in Visa gift cards.
Is that today?
February 1st. We said we'd do the drawing on Wednesday, February 1st.
Wow.
Did you forget? Did you have a little brain toot?
How could I forget?
A brain fart.
How could I forget?
Well, you did.
Well, there's many ways. But yes, we're going to do the drawing for an individual to win $500 in Visa gift cards. Courtesy of Firehouse Doors, our OG sponsor.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
So,
Restating what you said.
the I needed an echo.
Yeah, I'm your interpreter.
Thanks for those who didn't understand.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was speaking another language,
Well,
but
yeah.
I'm talking money language.
Well, that's the only
Cashology.
language. That's the only language you really need to know.
So the hopper's way over there.
Right. Now,
We
when
need to bring it upon the show.
we will have to bring it in.
I'll bring it in. I'll get
in.
I'll get 2 men in
It's
a
like
truck.
when I used to go up to bat at Little League. They go, bring it in. King's up at plate. Bring it in.
Outfield, just go ahead.
Just
sit
bring
down.
it. Yeah, you guys can just
It's
play with
nap
the days.
time.
Yeah, go pick dandelions.
Okay, so here's what we'll do. First, I'll tell you what else is coming up on the show. We have the 2 cent history lesson. It's like 4 degrees out right now, so we'll talk walk for warmth, which
Well,
kind of makes sense.
It does.
That was the day last year that somebody lost some hair
Well,
on their face.
well
The great
yeah.
mustache shave of 2022 happened during the Walk for Warmth last year.
Right. Now
But that was outside,
It hasn't
and
been
it wasn't
a
that.
full year. Yeah, they've moved it back to their traditional time frame. So
Going back indoors.
yeah, we'll talk with one of the longtime walkers coming up. As you said, 2 cent history lesson.
We'll get to last night's TNT,
Right.
Tuesday Night Trivia. No correct answer yet. Should we give a clue before news? Somebody may be able to answer us on the live stream.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right,
If
so
we don't have
here-
a correct answer, right?
No, there was no correct answer. One was somewhat close, but it wasn't the full answer. The question in Tuesday Night Trivia, brought to you by Tanya Zirkle, real estate agent for Remax Platinum. According to a new survey, 2% of people have driven a vehicle without this. Want to know what it is? Just
Right.
2%, so
Right.
it's small.
It's some of the answers you would go, well, that's what you know that's going to be way more
Sure.
than 2%. This is a very odd thing. This is something that would be not normal,
Here is your clue.
especially when it's 4 degrees out. You should probably have the heater on
You might want the heat on.
if you're doing this.
If you're driving a car without this.
Yeah.
Without this. So we didn't say the car was missing it.
No.
The question said.
they drive
Perhaps
without
some were stumped and misled. I don't know how that happened. Yeah.
We'll
they
find out.
had driven a car without this. The part with a couple people said a steering wheel. That's kind of odd, but that would be interesting. Maybe it was a self-driving car. All right, so we'll find out who the winner is if we get a winner.
So you still have a chance to chime in. You can come to the YouTube live chat, youtube.com/Mike and John Got It Going On. We'll have details about how you could earn cash on the YouTube live stream coming up. But first, we're going to take a look at news brought to you by
Giggle Line.
Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Thanks, John. Here's what's going on. I got to do everything around
I'll
here.
go round up the hopper.
Okay.
You go ahead and do everything.
After the Michigan House voted Tuesday to move up Michigan's 2024 presidential primary to the 4th Tuesday in February, a local lawmaker decried what she said was a lack of transparency in the process. Republican State Representative Ann Bolin of Brighton Township said Democrats rushed the bill through the House without a committee hearing, depriving the public and local clerks the opportunity to weigh in. The bill, which passed along party lines, 56 to 53, moves now to Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer in order to meet a deadline set by the Democratic National Committee. It won't take effect, though, until 90 days after the end of the session. Once active, Michigan would then move up in the order of state primaries to 5th in the country after South Carolina, New Hampshire, Nevada, and Georgia. Democrats say Michigan's primary should come before other states because the state's population is more reflective of the nation's diversity and could help Michigan play a larger role in choosing presidential party nominees. But Bolin and fellow Republicans say the bill disenfranchises the GOP. She called it a self-serving political stunt. A trial date has been set for the owner of a Whitmore Lake gymnastics business charged with accosting a child for immoral purposes. According to court records, 42-year-old Jermaine Martinez will stand trial March 20th in front of Circuit Court Judge Suzanne Geddes. Martinez, who owns the I Tumble gymnastics business in Whitmore Lake, turned himself into the Green Oak Township Police Department last August after a 17-year-old female gym employee said Martinez had brought her to a trailer he owned in Washtenaw County where the alleged abuse occurred. Martinez's attorney previously said his client denies the allegations, which he claims were made the day after he ended a relationship with the girl's mother. Martinez has previous OUIL convictions, the most recent of which he served time in prison before being released in September of 2021. And the two finalists to be the next Fowlerville superintendent are participating in a final round of interviews this week. The candidates, Paul Flynn, superintendent of the Sandusky Community Schools, and Matthew Stewart, executive director of curriculum and instruction at Mason Public Schools, were identified following a special board meeting January 23rd by the Fowlerville Board of Education. The position became vacant when longtime Superintendent Wayne Rodell resigned in October in order to become superintendent of the Greenville Public Schools in Montcalm County. Former Brighton Superintendent Dave Pruneau has been serving in an interim role since then. Flynn's interview was held Tuesday night, preceded by a 40-minute informal meeting with stakeholder groups with the goal of further opportunity for feedback to be provided to the board. Stewart will have his stakeholder meeting Thursday prior to his interview at 6:30. Final round interviews include a 20-minute presentation by the candidate, followed by a 40-minute interview by the board. Interviews are being held in the Fowlerville High School Media Center. You'll find complete details through a link on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that is what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
Mark Binkley could barely drive a car when his dad bought the best jewelry store in town from Mr. Cooper. He spent a lot of time there after school and weekends, enough to know that he loved the jewelry business. Mark and his family were exiting a Sunday church service when Mark saw something more dazzling than any precious stone: barbelockery. Successful and beautiful was a combination too great to resist, and around Valentine's Day, a nervous and pale Mark Binkley asked Barb Lockery to be his bride. They were married in the rustic, cozy church sanctuary where they met, and decided to build Cooper and Binkley Jewelers together. You'll see them there every day, working hard just like you, helping people make special times in their lives even more special, with a gift from Cooper and Binkley. They'd love to hear your stories of romance at Cooper and Binkley Diamond Jewelers in lovely downtown Brighton.
I got the hopper. Should we just hold off for a few minutes?
Let's
Sometimes,
build the
you know,
suspense.
the cash is burning a hole in my pocket. But let's do the trivia
Well,
first.
it's not going to. Well, it better because it's not going to stay in your pocket.
Well, don't you remember that when you were a kid? And as soon as you got some money, you wanted to go spend it. And parents
Yes,
said,
when I
"Is
was
that
a,
burning?"
when I was a kid.
When you were a kid.
When I was a kid.
That doesn't happen
I certainly
now.
grew out of that.
Yeah, that's what our accountant keeps telling us. Do
that's
you guys
why
have that money burning a hole in your pocket?
That's why my wife has complete control over it. He has the lockdown.
He has pants without
You know,
pockets now.
I don't like those electronic stuff. I don't like this at all.
All right, so let's take a look at last night's TNT trivia brought to you by Tanya Zirkle with Remax Platinum, whose motto is "Comfort is the key to home."
All right, so we had a bit of a stumper.
It was quite a stumper, John. I'm quite proud of it, quite frankly. According to a new survey, 2% of people have driven a vehicle without this. What is it? So many people went to car functions and car pieces,
Right.
things that have to do with their automobile.
Because they were thinking of the vehicle itself.
Yes, the vehicle without this. And some people said without keys. And I thought, how can you drive a car without keys?
Well,
but
I
you
mean-
have the fobs now.
Right, but that's way more than 2%.
But see, if this was like 1999 and you could drive a car without keys, that would have been amazing.
Am I in the
But-
future? Yeah.
How cool would that be? Have driven a car without the ability to drive. In other words, hands-free. So kind of driving with your knees.
Right.
That, when you think 2%, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Have driven a car?
I mean, as a teenager, when the front porch wasn't so big, I could do that.
What are you doing with the porch in your car? The front porch. Okay.
Before I made it a full wraparound.
I guess so. It's like a country style home.
Don't ask me what I was doing with my hands.
I don't want to know it. Well, you had the drink in one hand, the food in the other, or something along those lines.
Sure,
we'll go with that.
Yeah, we had some. Yeah, like you said, some really good guesses.
A car without headlights.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. Gas. Patricia said gas.
Driven a car without gas.
Now,
Not
again,
getting very far.
More than 2% have, basically.
Well, run out of gas.
Yeah.
There's that.
Great Scott. I think he got the answer. I think we
Wait.
did have a winner.
We did?
Yeah.
Earlier
looks like
on?
we
Hold on. Did I miss that?
I think you did.
When did Great Scott change?
Right here, look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I did miss that.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah, you're right. I missed it because I didn't have all comments.
Yeah. You got to,
Got to hit that button. I just had some, and then they bury some of them when you're going through the answers.
And we want to thank the folks at Facebook and every other social media platform
For making it so
constantly change these stupid platforms so that by the time you figure it out, there's some new thing. Anyway.
Yeah. I like how Charlie said a floor. A car without a floor.
Well,
we'll get to Great Scott's answer.
If you think you're in the Flintstones,
maybe Great Scott has driven a car without this.
I don't know. Maybe we should get him on the phone.
Karen said without a roof. Somebody else said without a hood. Mark said without a windshield.
Right.
Those were all great answers because, maybe you were a stunt person in a movie and you didn't need a windshield. Or you were in a demolition derby like myself back in the day and they took the windows out.
Do we have a highlight reel of that great demolition derby
We
run?
certainly hope not. I'm glad the internet wasn't around when I did the demolition derby.
Well, that was Fowler. I'm thinking of the one in Fowlerville.
Oh, I wasn't.
I know you
in
did
that
one earlier, but weren't you one?
I wasn't in the Fowlerville one.
I thought you were.
No, man. I haven't done a demolition derby. One and done was my demolition derby days.
Okay.
Unless I completely forgot about something. I'm pretty sure.
I remember there was one, and I thought it was like early on. It's like in the early 2000s, and somebody got us a junk car, and then.
No, that was in Monroe.
All right, I'm old.
He's making up history now.
Well, that'll be our next segment.
Fantasy history. The time when I won the demolition derby.
That's true.
And the battle of the bands.
I like this. It's not a bad idea. Tim Debbie. I believe this must be
Tim Debbie.
Husband-wife.
I know Tim Debbie.
Yeah, Tim Debbie. Not Teen Debbie.
Or Little Debbie.
But Tim Debbie said clutch.
Car without a clutch. That would have been most people.
Yeah.
Because it's only 2%. That's what I think some people kind of looked ahead and said, 2% haven't done this. But it's 2% have done this without this.
Right. And Amanda, along those same lines, kind of used the old tech thing where she said the high beam button you have to step on.
Yeah.
I think they were kind of interpreting the question sort of the reverse way.
That's what I'm saying.
But
yesterday was backwards day.
But
not today.
But I don't know when they stopped doing the high beam button.
Yeah. Well, they moved it onto the
right. But you really had to stop that thing.
Yeah, sometimes. And then if it got stuck, like on a morning like today, you'd have your high beams on all the time.
Maybe that's why they got rid of it. Our answer, as we said, Great Scott.
Gosh, I'm proud of Great Scott.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
For as many times as he called us when we were on the radio and attempted some great answers.
And sometimes he came through. Yeah. And today he did as well.
He did.
He said clothing.
Yes.
That was our answer. Driving without
2% of people have driven a vehicle without clothing.
All right.
So they were naked. Butt naked, quite frankly. Because somebody said without pants. And that's, maybe you're driving in your underwear. That's a little odd, too.
I'm messaging Scott
Are you
right
messaging
now.
Scott right now?
Because he's won a pair of tickets.
Yes.
To go see Murder on the Orient Express.
And we'd like you to wear clothing to the show.
Well,
Scott.
they would like.
Yes. Clothing is not optional. You have to have it on. So congratulations to Scott, our winner this morning in TNT Tuesday Night Trivia. 2% of people have driven their vehicle without clothing on. So congratulations to Scott. Coming up a little bit later on, we'll do the 2-cent history lesson. We'll find out more about Walk for Warmth. In the meantime, I have I've brought the hopper over.
You have brought
for
the
our
hopper
grand prize drawing from Firehouse Doors.
Right.
$500 in Visa gift cards, courtesy of Firehouse Doors, who have been our OG sponsor, serving Livingston County for 25 years.
And they have a new logo.
They do.
Which it's right above our heads right now.
Were they copying us when they got their new logo?
Well,
Saying,
I think
Mike and John got a new logo. We need one too.
Let me show you. This was here's a.
I heard Nike's thinking about
better
it too.
version of that. And you can see their fleet of vehicles. Of course, the Firehouse Doors trucks, very noticeable out in the community. You can't help but notice them.
They're red, John, just like a fire truck.
They're red and clean.
Yes.
That's the other thing. They keep them clean. So Firehouse Doors, of course, our OG sponsor, making this giveaway possible. $500 in Visa gift cards, which... not too shabby when you think about it. All right, so we've got the. Ooh, you're losing your phone there.
Don't do that. Hold on. Don't let me get caught in. Hold on. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's good.
Susan's looking over your shoulder.
I always feel like somebody's looking over my shoulder. All right. I'm going to open this up. You're going to reach in.
All right.
Pull a winner out of the hopper.
All right. Why don't you, I'll tell you what, you pull them off the center bar so that they're all.
Look at that. We got to make this legit.
Right.
No sticking on the sides.
That's stuff.
There's stuff up here. All right.
You want me to pick or you want to pick?
You can pick.
All right.
You're a good picker.
My arm isn't, well.
Here, I'll get one then.
Okay. I had to stand up.
I guess the porch moved from the car to the show.
All right. Here's our winner. $500 in Visa gift cards.
Firehouse Doors. Nice job.
All right.
Way to shake it out.
Yeah.
Shake it up.
Like Taylor Swift. Shaking
Where are
up.
the cars?
Yeah. Charlotte Ratke.
Congratulations, Charlotte Ratke.
Charlotte Ratke. Congratulations. You are the winner of $500 in Visa gift cards. Should we give her a call?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we have her number?
Yeah, we do.
Now I got to redo the.
Oh,
I got to redo this now because you messed me up. All right, let's call Charlotte.
I missed you.
Well, I had it set up to call for our interview,
Well,
now you're telling me
we could call her later. I mean,
now I got to go back to the interview call. All right, let's get done with that. All right, let's just let's find out more about Walk for Warmth.
Oh, so we are calling her.
We're calling for Walk for Warmth.
Hi, you've reached Luann Ballon.
Okay. Well, now we know.
I guess we're not going
now
it's
we were wondering.
Luann Ballon,
It's Luann Ballon,
who's not going to answer our call
all right, so
about the
why
Walk
don't we
for
do?
Warmth.
Why don't we call?
You want to call Charlotte? All right, let's call Charlotte and let her know. I hope she's not sleeping.
All right. So, yes, 33rd annual Walk for Warmth.
Charlotte's looking at. I know this is like we have a submarine phone.
This is the number that we texted back and forth about.
No, this is.
I didn't.
I tried Luann. She didn't answer.
We'll come back to her.
Apparently, Charlotte doesn't have a voicemail.
Yeah.
Okay, or we've been blocked.
Or she's looking at. Yeah, she's.
All right, we'll try Luann again. How's that sound?
This show's going great.
Well, it was all good until we drew that name, and then everything
You know
was
what?
going so
Maybe we
good.
should pick a different name. No,
Can't
do that now.
Not now. All right, so this is the right number you gave me to call Luann, right?
Hi, you've reached
All right,
Luann
well, I'm
Ballon.
just
I'm not
going to leave
available to
Luann
take your call.
a message.
So please leave your name and number at the
Let's-
front of the
yeah, let's
tone.
leave
I
her a
will return your
message.
call shortly. Thank you.
Okay.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
This sounds like a different person than Luann.
We get this a lot.
All
Frankly,
right,
too
well,
much.
You know what?
All right.
Walk for Warmth.
Why don't you?
Is coming up.
I'm gonna,
Let's just do this because you know what? We got a show to do. We got 2 cent history to get to and everything else. Walk for Warmth, 33rd annual Walk for Warmth fundraising event is Saturday, February 11th at the Heartland Educational Service Center. They're doing it indoors this year. Remember the past couple of years because of COVID, things were changed, and last year it was done outside at the Education Center on the track, and it was a lot of fun.
Last 2 years. So this is, they're getting back to the regular time and the regular place. And again, coming up Saturday, February the 11th. Registration will start at 8:30. And, it's it's a fun event, but for a serious cause, raising money to provide heating assistance, other utility assistance for folks in need through the Oakland Livingston Human Services Agency, which does great work in the community, and so we're always happy to help support them. And again, and this year it'll be indoor. And you just sort of walk the hallways there, and it's as little or as much as you.
It's like skipping class when you were a senior. And
Wait a minute.
I'm not going to answer this now, just because if you can't. what
Okay.
happened?
Yeah. Here, I'll tell you what.
All right.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Good morning. This is Luann Balan.
Ah, hello,
Hi,
Luann.
Luann.
Hi. So sorry you got silenced as a solicitor.
Well, we've been called
Wait
worse.
a minute. A solicitor? You know what? John was arrested for soliciting back in the 70s.
Lucky.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I think it was 1979.
I just thought I was lucky. All right.
I had a sign on my door that said no solicitors.
Yeah.
And now you have it on your phone, Luann.
Well,
Yeah, I have an app on my phone.
So, Luann, we were just talking about the 33rd annual Walk for Warmth coming up Saturday, February the 11th at the Heartland Educational Support Service Center. You've been involved in this for quite a long time. Why don't you talk to us about that?
Well, personally, I got involved just by doing the walk, and then I got my company to sponsor. Gosh, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 6 and 10 years ago, and then they reached out to me to become part of the committee, which I've really enjoyed over the last 6, 7, 8 years. I'm not even sure when I started, and it's I just feel like it's a wonderful organization and charity. It helps so many. So, for people, especially in need of anything related to heat, and that can be, services such as gas, electric, even home, and that kind of thing. So it's just been a wonderful organization. They started, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, in 1990, so it's been around a long time. Yeah. And we originally started actually walking outside so that the attendees could understand what some of our people in Livingston as well as Oakland County are experiencing. And we finally brought it inside, and I'm not sure what year we did, just for safety purposes and so forth. So this is the first year. The last 2 years we've done it outside in the spring due to COVID, and we are back at the Heartland Education Center this year, so we're very thrilled about that. It's a fun activity. It's there's a lot of entertainment and things for children to do. So it's really, really a lot of fun. In 2022, we raised over $64,000 and over $105,000 raised in Oakland and Livingston County, but $64,000 of that was just for Livingston County.
That's fantastic.
And it assisted 272 people directly here in Livingston County. So it's really just a wonderful organization, and it's such a nice job.
Yeah, absolutely. And more than $1,000 of that total, of course, was courtesy of my mustache being shaved off, which we did last year. And,
I think we're going to auction off the hairs from that mustache for this year's walk.
So
we just have to scan the football field to find them.
Well, they blew it. It was a windy day that day. They just off into the wind.
It was quite significant.
Oh yeah, and people got out of the way.
Well,
Doc!
Brent Earl would actually like to know what you're planning to shave this year.
I don't think he would. Has he been to Brazil? Anyway,
that soliciting thing is really coming back to haunt us now.
So, hey, he asked.
Right?
So this is.
Wait a minute, we could shave your back. That would be worth a lot.
Oh my God,
that would be a good.
If the mustache was $1,000, you know how much I'd get from that? Oftentimes I'll take off my shirt. They're like, hey, take off your sweater. Never mind.
It's like a chia pet.
Anyway,
so how can folks get involved this year, Luann?
Okay, so they can go online by simply going to www.olsa.org and /walk for warmth, and they can sign up there to walk or donate or both. So it's very simple. The website's very easy to use, and so that's one way they can do it. And if they're, like I said, they can walk, they can donate, they can do both. There are teams on there that they can also, join, or, just by themselves. If they have a group, they want to create a team, that can also be done on that website. So, that's about the best way to do it.
Yeah. And this is the major fundraiser for OLSA. I mean, the money that's raised here is, this applies throughout the year.
It does, absolutely. So we start working on it in usually about September of each year, and trying to get it, just get it ready and organized, and decide what we're going to do and who's going to be involved, and reaching out to sponsors and that kind of thing. So we've got, I think 17 sponsors, I want to say, this year so far. So, anybody that wants to sponsor their business can also go online, and sign up for that as well.
Yeah, not too late. And again, it's coming up February the 11th at the Heartland Support Service Center. And, business places, organizations, individuals, families, anyone can really start a team. And
absolutely.
And again, it is not too late to become a part of this, even though it's just 10 days off.
Absolutely.
And there is same day registration, correct?
Yes, there is same day registration. So they can also register upon arrival, which is fine too. So it starts at roughly, we say 8:30 and runs to about 11:30. So the kickoff is at 9 a.m.
And register, 8:30, then kickoff at 9, and this runs till like 11:30, basically.
11:30.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a couple hours.
There's a raffle. Sheriff Mike Murphy will be there again this year. We hadn't thought he was going to make it. He had a conflict, which was resolved, so he'll be doing his raffle again this year, the 50-50 raffle. So we're glad that he's joining us.
I believe one of the Runyons won last year.
The sheriff's raffle?
Yeah, last year when we did this at Walk for Warmth.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
One of our teams.
I mean, look, a family as big as the Runyons, somebody's bound to win something.
That's right.
But
a lot of times with those 50-50s, people give money back too, so that's really cool.
Oh, sure.
So.
I think most of the time, most of the time when people win, they either give back a sizable portion or just all of it. Because again, it is for such a great cause, and helping out folks, with all the financial challenges that have been presented to some families here in Livingston County, it's a fun day. It's a lot of fun. We have fun talking about it, but it really is for a very serious cause, and to help people with these utility needs. And also has a variety of programs. I think sometimes people don't, it's not just like, here's money, we're going to pay your bill.
Right.
Also does work with individuals and families to set up payment plans or find better ways that they can make sure that this gets taken care of. So the money is used in various ways that empowers individuals, and I think that's the important thing. That's what we like to see.
Yes.
All right.
I would agree with that. They do such a great job all year long. So
yeah. Now, Luann, you're at work right now, correct? I hear you clunking away on the typewriter. Can you say where you work?
Pardon me?
Can you say where you work?
Absolutely. I work for KSI Kitchen and Bath.
And aren't they one of the sponsors?
We are one of the sponsors, absolutely.
That's what I kind of
they've been.
You're pretty smooth, John.
They've been involved for as long as I have. So, and I'm very grateful for that. And they continue to be involved every year. So it's a wonderful thing.
All right. Well, good job for KSI and all the other businesses that have stepped up, and we want to thank them. And once again, Luann Balan, one of the longtime walkers and volunteers that helps out with the 33rd annual Walk for Warmth. And again, that is coming up on February the 11th at the Heartland Support Services Center, and people can just go to olsa.org, olhsa.org, and they can find all the details there.
All right. Luann, thanks for calling us back on our solicitation line. We appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you there.
All right. So. Take care, Luann. All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. All right. It is February 1st. Congratulations once again to our big winner, too, in the drawing courtesy of Firehouse Doors.
Right. $500 in Visa gift cards. And I have to tell you, I think what we need to do here, I wonder if we can, I think since we tried to give a call to the to the winner, Charlotte Ratke. Do you have the winner slip?
I might have it somewhere, John.
Paperwork. Who's keeping track of this place?
The accountant.
Oh, never screwed.
Here it is.
Yes, Charlotte Ratke.
Oh, you want to try again?
I just wondered if we, just.
You think if you dial it, she'll answer?
Well,
I see. This is how
I
it
don't.
is.
I
He
don't
does
want
things
to.
this
I mean,
way.
I don't want to.
Oh, lucky fingers. King,
I don't
they
want
call
to
him.
brag or anything, but
Since when?
well,
You might not want to, but you do it often.
but I still end up doing it. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Isn't it?
Subconscious bragging is what it is. It's just the subconscious takes over. I would guess that she's not going to answer your call over mine. I mean, it's the same number now. It's
I know.
our solicitation line. Maybe it's
Maybe
gone into
it'll answer to just say, "Stop calling me," and then we'll say, "Well,
a cease and desist."
Yeah.
We've gotten those before.
Yeah, we've been told to cease and desist by better people than you.
That's right. We've been by a lot of people.
Yeah.
See, I think we're
All right.
We've gone to spam mail and
Yeah.
we'll let her know. We'll let Charlotte know that she's won the $500 in Visa gift cards.
Well, I suppose we could.
Right.
But hold on. I'm going to try one more.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is this Kim Witt?
Yes, it is.
Hi, is this Kim Witt, the co-owner of Firehouse Doors?
Yes, it is.
Well, I just wanted to let you know
That you didn't win the $500 in Visa gift cards.
you didn't win the $500 in Visa gift cards, but you did give them away.
Oh, well, that is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So, our winner was Charlotte Ratke. We, drew her name and we gave her a call. She's not available this morning, or she's blocked our number. So I thought I would give an opportunity to, give you a call and thank you directly for, putting
On
up
behalf of Charlotte and putting up with us.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Well, that is fantastic. I'm glad that somebody won the $500 and can put it to good use.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and of course, you guys are the OG sponsors of
Yes, we are.
of Mike and John Got It Going On, and you just sent me your brand new logo, which we have up on the screen now. And you
Oh, well, that's great.
yeah, you got your fleet of Firehouse Doors
Do
trucks.
you name the trucks?
Oh, yeah.
Like truck 1, truck 2, or do you call
Yes,
one Mike,
we
one
do.
John, or
Oh, we could do that. You're very good at sponsoring. Maybe that could be the next thing. We could sponsor a truck.
Yeah.
I think, if you don't mind, Kim, I think we could just name them all Mike. You have
There
husband
you
named
go.
Mike and
Mike
me.
1, Mike 2.
Yeah,
Mike
Mike
2,
1, Mike
Mike
2.
3.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go. I like that. And
Yeah.
that way Mike can take credit for it, and I'll just feel good.
Right, right.
But these trucks, as I said before, these trucks are very noticeable out in the community. People see these and they comment on them. And I know you've said that several times people will stop you and say, "Hey, I saw one of your trucks."
They do. We can be out eating, out to dinner. We can be somewhere and somebody will all of a sudden see the truck, come in the restaurant, look for us and say, "Hey, I was trying to get a hold of you, couldn't find the number, saw your truck out there." Or same thing, call us from a parking lot. "Hey, your truck's out there. I need a service call." Yes.
So when they find you in the restaurant, do they ever buy you dinner or anything?
No, unfortunately not. That has not happened yet.
Not yet, but you never know.
Yeah. Well,
I wanted to plant that seed in somebody's head, Kim.
Oh, that's
They see
funny.
it. Oh, look, the Wits are out to eat. We should buy them dinner.
I mean,
Yes, no, that hasn't happened yet, but
right.
we have gotten some jobs from eating
What-
at a
there you go.
restaurant.
oh, right. People, yeah, well, and of course, as we've been mentioning, it's your 25th year doing business in Livingston County.
Yeah,
And,
congratulations.
no one hits
It
25
is.
years and keeps the reputation that you guys have built over the years, without hard work and everything else that you and Mike and the whole crew put in over there at Firehouse Doors. So once again, thank you for the $500 in Visa gift card. Charlotte Radke thanks you. And starting soon,
Yes.
you guys are transitioning out of the show sponsorship into something new, and we're excited about that. You'll always be the OG sponsor, though.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. So we'll have details on that coming up, but we're very excited to keep you guys on board and happy to move into this new chapter. So again, Kim Witt with Firehouse Doors, Mike and Kim Witt, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, guys.
You too.
Thanks,
All right,
Kim.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
It's February 1st.
All right. Let's call my brother. No. All right.
You want to call your brother? You haven't
not
talked in a
really.
while. He
No.
might reveal some secrets about you.
Oh, he definitely won't answer. Trust me.
February 1st, our 2-cent history lesson today is Car Insurance Day. You know when you need insurance, John? The one to go to is Drew Goebel from Oakland Insurance.
What's his number?
It's on the piece of paper right in front of you, John.
Right.
We're
you
not
mean-
going to call him right now.
You mean 248-647-2500?
Yes,
No.
that's the number.
I'll refrain.
It's also change your password day.
Oh,
So go to password 1.
no one does this. I'm sorry.
I have enough trouble
no one does
remembering my name, let alone
Yeah.
passwords.
Yeah.
International Face and Body Art Day. Face and Body Art Day.
Do you have any body art?
No. No, I do not. It's National Baked Alaska Day. Baked Alaska Day. And Decorating with Candy Day. So when you look at body art, if you put candy on yourself or maybe some whipped cream, that's body art, isn't it?
Sometimes like after Halloween, I'll find a piece of candy stuck to me.
A little piece of chocolate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Done that before. Was that from yesterday?
Still looks good. Pull that off there.
Chocolate can't go bad, can it? All right. It's also G.I. Joe Day. G.I. Joe Day commemorates Hasbro and the action figure. That's actually where action figure came from when they brought about G.I. Joe. They didn't want to call it a doll for boys, so they said, well, let's call this an action figure.
God, yeah.
Lifelike hair, talking G.I. Joe. Grippable thumbs. Movable thumbs.
There was the Kung Fu Grip.
Kung Fu Grip, that's
Yeah.
right. G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip.
Yeah, and I couldn't wait to get the G.I. Joe with Kung Fu Grip, and when I got it, unfortunately, I kept using it to the point that it broke off. I'm like, well, then I had to make a backstory. Well, it was the hand grenade got thrown in the trench, and he tried to throw it back to save his buddies, and his hand got.
One might wonder why G.I. Joe needed Kung Fu Grip.
I wasn't going there.
G.I. Joe, by the way, became a member of the National Toy Hall of Fame in 2004. Congratulations,
yeah.
G.I. Joe. Thomas Edison in 1893 completed building the world's first movie studio. It looked very similar to this.
Oh, well, yeah.
Very primitive.
Yeah.
This might have been nicer. Nothing wrong with your basement, though. 1898.
We're in our new studio.
Oh, that's right, our relocation.
What are you talking about?
The first auto insurance policy was issued to a motorist in Buffalo, New York in 1898. First accident happened shortly after that. The first Miss America was crowned on this day in 1919 in New York City.
I could see her ankles.
She wanted world peace. 1919.
Well, it was right after World War I.
Yes. On this day in 1920, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police came into existence.
The Mounties.
Dudley Do-Right shortly after that,
I mean-
and Nell.
When we think Mounties, we immediately go to Dudley Do-Right.
We kind of do, don't we?
I'll save you.
Oh, Nell. 1994, Jeff Gillooly. You just say the name and right away.
Because I was thinking Snidely Whiplash, but Jeff Gillooly, kind of like a Snidely Whiplash.
He went from Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah. Well, because
Whiplash,
I want
yeah.
to tell them who Jeff Gillooly is.
Tanya Harding's ex-husband
Yeah.
pleaded guilty in Portland, Oregon,
Sure.
taking part in the attack on figure skater Nancy Kerrigan.
He didn't have a handlebar mustache, but
No, but
he was just.
he probably would have twisted it if he did as he was talking. I'm guilty.
I'm a genius. No, you're not.
So on this day in 1999, the good old 90s. Remember the 90s? 1999.
Yeah, this is a couple years ago.
Former White House intern Monica Lewinsky
Who?
gave a videotape deposition.
What was she wearing?
I'm not sure. Depends on the night.
That's
She gave that deposition for senators weighing impeachment charges against President Clinton.
Bunch of old white men salivating. Yes, Monica, tell me the story.
That's disgusting. Those things that happened.
Let me get out my Kung Fu Grip.
Oh, no. Singer Janet Jackson in 2004. Remember the 2000s?
We wouldn't want to defame the U.S. Senate after all.
Absolutely
Anyway.
not. Singer Janet Jackson's breast was briefly exposed during a duet with Justin Timberlake on this day in 2004. Became known as the Great Wardrobe Malfunction.
Outrageous.
Yes. That is your 2 cent history lesson for today. We leave you a little to think
We're
about.
gonna leave it on that, huh?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, okay. So, of course, Oakland Insurance, sponsor of the 2-cent history lesson. Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance, providing the peace of mind you need. At Oakland Insurance, they believe the best relationships are honest, upfront, and fair. And if you want to get frank, call Drew. Frank, Drew.
What if Frank called Drew or Drew called Drew?
I don't know.
Would that be Frank?
Should we call Frank? No. Okay, I guess we won't. But call Drew Goebel at Oakland Insurance, 248-647-2500.
If your car needs insurance or automobile repair, Murphy's Family Auto is there for you. Was that smooth or what? Was that pretty smooth? Yeah, Murphy's Family Auto for all your auto repairs and vehicle maintenance needs. They're open on Saturdays from 8 to 1. Call today, 517-552-3040. And if you tell them Mike and John sent you, Murphy's Family Auto will give you 5% off your bill. Again, that's Murphy's Family Auto online, murphysfamilyauto.com. Murphy's Family Auto, your car knows.
Right. Let's take a minute here before we close out the show. To say hi to Susan. I think we should, Susan.
She's been looking over
your shoulder, and I thought that.
Hi, Susan.
So, if the camera could zoom in, if Beth Garlock, our camerawoman, could zoom in on the.
No,
she didn't show up.
She didn't show up today.
Okay, again, this is not going to reflect well on your employee evaluation, Beth.
Probably not.
But
so here's what's coming up for February. For those of you who don't know, the 14th of February is Valentine's Day.
What?
It's where you usually have to
buy
something special for that someone
special. Guys wake up on the 14th and go, oh yeah,
it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Well, we've got you covered.
Yeah, we do.
Coming up on Valentine's Day.
Right. Tomorrow's our last day for a while because we're going to take next week off. And then we're back on Tuesday.
We're not coming in on Friday?
I said tomorrow's our... Oh, wait. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Nothing ruins your Thursday more than finding out that it's actually Wednesday. So we'll be back next few days. But then next week we're taking
I didn't know if you were taking an extra day.
You know how to get in. And you know where everything is. So
rehearsal really went well.
Damn it.
Then there's the show.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yes. 14th.
So, yes, on the 14th. And we'll tell you about it tomorrow, too. And on Friday. If John shows up.
Yeah, we'll see.
If he makes his way downstairs with his Spider-Man coffee cup, we will tell you more about this. But we're going to give you a chance to win cash for Valentine's Day during the live stream.
Right.
On Valentine's Day. It's a streamers only.
It's for the streamers.
We like streaming.
Only.
That's right.
Right. And probably what you want to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the easiest way to make sure that the live stream is available to you. You just go to youtube.com/Mike and John Got It Going On. Or if you go to mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
That's the website.
Yeah. You'll see a little pop-up that'll say, hey, click here. And it will take you right to the YouTube channel, and you can subscribe right there.
Simple as that.
Yeah, we've made it pretty easy. So, Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, that morning, for live streamers only, we'll be giving away. Have we said how much? I wasn't listening.
Don't say.
Oh, okay.
You weren't even going to be here on Friday.
That's
for
true.
Some reason.
I don't know. So
we're going to give away $500 for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah.
But it's only during the live stream.
Right. So
starting at 7 a.m.
Yes. We'll have details tomorrow and Friday.
That's right. We'll see you tomorrow and Friday.
Giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.